Hi guys, welcome back to another fragrance video on this channel and thanks so much for tuning in again. Now you might have read the title of this video and might have thought to yourself, well, can that actually be true that Kai is co-creating a perfume? And it is actually true because I'm participating in a very nice project by the niche brand Ensar Oud, which is a brand from New York and Jordan, so Amman in Jordan. And it's a project that is called the Odyssey Collab, where the brand itself is developing a new perfume called Homeros, which is inspired by the Greek poet Homer and this whole Odyssey mythology thing that you maybe know of. But anyways, Ensar Oud is developing this new perfume called Homeros, and he thought to himself, well, why don't I open up the development process of this perfume to a couple of customers? So the thing is, I have 5 different little sample-sized perfumes here, which have different names and which revolve around this one Homeros DNA. And I'm allowed to develop this scent with the brand and actually also get my very own customized version of Homeros or even a fully bespoke perfume. And as soon as I heard of this project, I was like, well, I have to participate, because when are you actually able to participate in developing a perfume yourself? You know, that's like really special and awesome. So I have these 5 perfumes here, which are called Ithaca, Cythera, Ogygia, Zante, and Achaea, which is all places from the Odyssey saga. And in general, all of these perfumes should have a couple of top, mid, and base notes. In the top, that is cedar, mandarin, strawberry, apricot, and cypress. In the mid notes, that's saffron, oakwood, Persian rose, orange blossom, osmanthus, and mimosa. And in the base notes, this should be tobacco, cocoa, civet, oud, and musk. And the thing is, these 5 perfumes all have a similar DNA, but they have different facets of the perfume highlighted, and they have a different scent development over the whole course of the perfume. And I think this is really special because you can really see what a perfumer thinks when he's developing this perfume, and you have these 5 samples and you can really see what the differences are and why I would probably choose one of them over the other. So in this video, I just want to give you my initial first impressions of the scents and tell you a little bit about the differences between the 5 perfumes, and then we will get to the rest later on. So I think in general, the perfumes revolve very much around this orange zest characteristics. So you have a more or less pronounced orange zest note or accord in all of these perfumes. And then this is rounded off with cypress and oud, and in some perfumes a quite oriental touch. But I think in general, Ensar tried to keep these perfumes very Western style. So they are not too oriental except for maybe 1 or 2 of them. So let me just quickly tell you how I compare these perfumes with one another. I initially chose one to wear for the whole day. So I was like, well, let me take this one and wear it just to see what the whole DNA would be like. And then I compared in an A/B test each one of these perfumes with one another. So the perfume I chose in the beginning was Ogygia. I just put it on and was like, well, let me just see what it's like. And then I compared Ithaca to Ogygia, Cythera to Ogygia, and so on to see just what the differences were between those perfumes. So I really got a very nice overview of what the different highlights in these perfumes are. So starting out with Ogygia, I think it is actually the one that doesn't really fit in the whole 5 samples because it's really very different compared to the rest. So it's a very nice coincidence that I chose this one because I think it's really significantly darker and more oriental than the rest, but we still get a citrus oak wood type opening. So it's a little bit of orange zestiness combined with a lot of oak wood, and then it becomes very much a musky perfume. It reminded me a lot of Siberian Musk by Arish Le Doré, which is one of the best pure musk perfumes that you will ever encounter. And I also got a lot of flowers. So I got a lot of orange blossom, a lot of osmanthus, and I think there's also another flower in there, mimosa probably. Is that a flower? I don't really know. But it was really quite floral and oriental and musky in the dry down. Then, as I said, I compared the other perfumes to this one. So I started out then with Ithaca, which is a very orange, zesty, warm type perfume, so it has a very zesty opening and then goes into a bright woody dry down, I would say. I thought that in the beginning Ithaca was quite smoky as well, so it has a very strong orange zestiness to it that is almost a little bit smoky, I would say, and it's a very, very warm perfume that I can see myself wearing perfectly during the winter times. Then next up we have Cythera, which has a similar opening to Ithaca but with more cocoa. It's a very orange chocolate type opening, like if you were to open a box of orange chocolate and just smell it. And then it becomes very resinous, woodsy and oak based. And then in the dry down you have a lot of osmanthus. And actually I decided to wear Cythera also on my neck already. And on my neck I felt that it was really very oud and chocolate based. So really quite a strong oud perfume, which you wouldn't really guess by smelling it from your wrist, for example. So the sillage is very, very oud and cocoa based, I felt. Then Zante had more of an oud and cypress opening, also more citrus than Ogygia, which is, as I said, more of a floral and oriental perfume. And I also wrote down that Zante had more of a Christmas-like development. So in the dry down I felt it was really like a Christmassy type perfume, so something you would wear during winter, for example. And it somehow had that vibe to it. And then finally we have Achaea, which also had an oud, cypress, cocoa and citrus opening to me. But compared to Zante, it was really like oud, cypress, cocoa and citrus were in similar amounts in the beginning. So it wasn't like oud and cypress based. So it wasn't as focused on oud and cypress as Zante. So those are my first initial impressions. I also felt that Ithaca and Cythera were kind of in a similar realm. And then also Zante and Achaea were also in quite a similar realm. And Ogygia was kind of an odd one that wasn't really comparable to the rest. But that's like my overall initial idea. And my first feeling is that probably Cythera and Ogygia are my favorites of the 5, but I really have to get into the details and see which one of these I prefer. And then I will probably be able to give my overall verdict about which one of these perfumes I prefer and what I want to change about them to make them really like my favorites. But I'm really excited to see how I will think about these scents in a couple of weeks, so I will keep you guys updated. And I think that's about it for this first impressions video. So kind of an unusual video this time. I hope that you did enjoy it. So if you did enjoy it, please leave me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, have you tried something by the brand of Ensar Oud? Or maybe if you got here via the YouTube search, did you also participate in the Odyssey collab? Let me know, guys, what you think about these perfumes, and let me know if you would participate in something similar. So if you would help co-develop a scent, which is something that I think is really quite special and unique. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.